I am a computer programmer.
I am optimistic.
I'm a young black woman seeking information and opportunities.
I am technology.
I am determined.
I guess I could say I'm pretty focused. I'm proficient at what I do.
I'm excited about my life.
What's really special about our approach is that we are focused on motivating students to persist. And we do that through a series of carefully structured opportunities to learn, which includes field trips that support lessons that they've had in skills development. We do that through access to subject matter experts who can train them at a deeper level. And we also provide access to other university environments so that they can expand their horizons.
It was boring the first day, but Dean gave me my first programming book. It was Java for Dummies. And that was the first book I ever read on programming. So, I read that book cover to cover and I got started programming.
After the first day, I guess I was liked and I learned a lot and I enjoyed it too. So I dedicated to give up all of my Saturdays to come from 9 to 12 or 9 to 1 and learn about computer programming and gaming.
The first app I built was a web browser, so it allowed you to get on the internet and search for things. And the reason I really chose that was because I know there was a lot you can do with it, and it kind of covered a lot of different areas as it relates to Android.
I started to connect with it because I knew that for mechanical engineers, which I'm aspiring to become, I knew that you need a level of coding in order to further yourself in your studies in college and in the future, et cetera, et cetera. So I figured that if I'm really dedicated to being a mechanical engineer, I should get the knowledge that I need right here.
Being the fact that there's not many women involved in this field is really an asset for me to keep going on, especially I have a double minority. I'm black as well as a woman, so it's like two odds working against me, and for me to be part of this field, it proves something.
These people that would normally learn the things that I'm learning right now in college, I'm learning them right now, so I'm ahead of the game. I'm creating apps now they were created when they're in college.
Mesa definitely did help me focus what I actually wanted to be and where I wanted to go in life.
That's really what we need people to understand about how important it has been to have a Temple College of Engineering in North Philadelphia, which has the highest level of underperforming, underrepresented minority children, that they too can overachieve in STEM if given access to these universities. We took a group of higher performing students to Silicon Valley to meet with Google, to meet with technology startups. If you don't understand Silicon Valley and what that means in terms of innovation, it is the #1 place for innovation in the world.
I like Google because the environment they had is in which everyone was friends and everyone, like, you weren't on lockdown in it. You still had to get your work done or do whatever project you had to focus on, but you still were granted freedom.
Google was basically to see how you could go from something that's so small and become something that's so big, and it didn't take them 30 to 40 years to do it. It sort of inspired us all. Like, I guess you could see it in our faces when we all lit up and we saw Google's logo and all the Android symbols everywhere and all the people that were just happy there. It kind of inspired us, like, hey, I want to make this one day and be able to give back.
I really liked going down to Silicon Valley, seeing not only startups but well-established companies.
Just being able to experience some of these development opportunities early on and get to see what they like, what they don't like, it's really incredible.
So for our students to go there to experience what the best of the best go through and to really hang with them, to have just wonderful conversations, to fit in very nicely, that helped Google's folks understand that these young people are their future and helped our young people understand that Google could be their future or they can create the next Google. We met with Stanford University. To have Stanford deliver a course on computer science to these young people who they would never have otherwise had access to, that was a big deal.
What was actually really cool to talk to was security at the White House. Actually learning what their security is, what it's built out of, things that I wouldn't think to know from my personal experience.
Having young ladies participate in the White House Equal Futures Challenge for girls, to get more young girls to understand the connection between technology and understanding what female politicians are doing and how to become civic leaders.
Went to Washington, D.C. To learn a brief on cybersecurity, how cybersecurity affects society, or why right now it's such an important field to stress on, and how different countries can hack into our systems, United States.
We went to George Washington University and we met with NCIS agents talking about naval security, and that was fun.
Showing us all the cool things that they were doing down at NASA, doing things that they were doing at the Navy bases, making lasers that would blow stuff up out of the sky.
We have had these extraordinary experiences that keep embedding in the minds of these American children that they too have a place in this economy, and this is where they could go, and the sky's the limit.
What I'm doing right now could make a greater influence on other people around the world and in the nation.
Really broadened my perspective when I came here of all the things that you can be a coder and do this and do this and this. And I feel that other cities need this. Chicago, LA, New York, they need this because there's kids just like us that before are walking around with the same stigma of like, I'm just another black kid. You know, no, you can do this too.
I think Mesa is important in other cities because it opens the passageway.
Technology is something that always will be around. It's something that will always evolve.
I am the American dream.
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 I am the American dream.